I mean, there are old grainy home videos of me, toddler playing in a foot of snow.
Jeff Turner was born in Bangor in 1962. His father, an Air Force engineer stationed at Dow Air Force Base. But Turner spent the rest of his childhood and adolescent years in Florida, eventually moving on to star at Vanderbilt and chase down his childhood dream of making the U.S. Olympic basketball team.
How many charges can I take a day in these 3 days? How many times can I dive on the floor? Try to do a good job defensively and everything. Just something to be noticed. And then, that it worked.
Head coach Bob Knight selected Turner and 11 other players out of a pool of 70-plus for the 1984 U.S. Olympic team. Turner joining a fresh out of college budding star named Michael Jordan.
When the team was finally put together, clearly Michael was our best player.
Post, the little brush screen.
Jordan would lead the 1984 team to gold. A dominant specimen on the court, it was his intensity off of it that stood out to Turner.
During the trials, we had a barbecue, cookout at Coach Knight's house. He has a pool table there at the house. And if you win, you stay on the table, you keep the table. Well, Michael lost. As the evening goes on, Michael gets back on the table and he has to go through everybody on the team, has to have a shot at him so that he can walk out that night and say, I beat every one of you guys.
We knew that would come out very
It's the moment Turner knew Jordan was obsessed with winning. Now a broadcaster for the Orlando Magic, Turner spent the majority of his NBA career with Orlando and holds a distinction not many players have during Jordan's reign in the 90s.
We take a lot of pride in the fact that we were the only, once they started winning during that era, we were the only team to beat Michael Jordan in the playoffs. Now, granted, he was coming back from baseball and probably a little rusty.
Ahead to Shaquille, we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Magic beat the Bulls in the 1995 Eastern Conference semifinals in 6 games. A small victory then, only further fueling the unstoppable locomotive.
We lifted Horace Grant on, our shoulders and marched him out and everything. Probably not a good idea because remember the following season, we catch Chicago in the Eastern Conference Finals of that 95-96 season, 4-0. He was not going to let us win a game.
Jordan's competitiveness and desire to win has been seared into the glowing eyes of sports fans reliving his career in the ESPN and Netflix documentary, The Last Dance.
I'm enjoying the fact that it's opening up a whole new appreciation, if you will, of Michael Jordan.
A new appreciation from the next generation.
A lot of our guys grew up watching Kobe Bryant. That was their guy. But I thought it was really, really telling, very impactful that they had the piece with Kobe in the last thing, saying that whatever you see in me, that's Michael Jordan, basically. That, I patterned everything I did after Michael.